Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today I wanted to talk about fear and 4 ways to handle fear better. So, we'll get to that in a second. Smile, calm, relax the shoulders, breathe slow your thinking. 4 ways to handle fear better. In many cases I deal with people who fear these mystery diseases that have not been found or diagnosed or seen, or what if the doctor's missing something? So that's a fear, right? But is it true? Objectively, no, but it is a fear. So the second question is it actually happening now, or is this a future imaginary worry, right? Which follows on to question number 1. Is it true? Or is it a future imaginary worry that's not happening now? Third question. If that fear comes true, that worry comes true, can I handle it? Inevitably, I would say yes, you can, because up to this date, well, it may not have been pretty or fun. You've handled everything that's been put on your plate so far. So whatever it is, you can handle it. Last question. Is there anything I can do now about this fear? In other words, is there something I can do to stop that fear from coming true? A lot of times the answer is no. Like let's say some of the fears I hear a lot is, I'm worried when I go on vacation, my symptoms or my pains are going to ruin my vacation. Okay. Can I do anything to stop that from happening? Not officially to stop it, but guess what? You can do some things to minimize the possibility of it. You can focus on this work. Instead of looping on the fear thoughts, how about reminding yourself that, what if the vacation goes great and I have a really good time and I feel pretty good? Because a lot of people do feel better while they are engaged in something like a vacation or a holiday. So again, is it true? Is it happening now, or is it based on a future imaginary worry, something that's not even happening? Can I handle it if it happens? Inevitably, the answer is yes, because so far you've handled most things. You've coped with it. Might not have been fun. And 4, is there anything I can do now to prevent it? And again, I think that's where we get back to the core process here of understanding what causes symptoms. Does that apply to me? Yes. And then start to focus on minimizing the danger elements and increasing the safety elements. And you do that leading up to a trip or something you are fearful of. The odds of it going better are so much more improved if you're doing these things in advance to prepare, to minimize or prevent this bad thing that you're worried about. And in some cases, there's nothing we can do. In which case, why am I spending time worried about it? Right? And so, 2 things I will suggest. Trust your future self to handle your future problems. Because up until this point, again, while it hasn't been fun or a picnic, you've handled the problems that have come your way. How do I know? You're still here. Trust your future self to handle your future problems. And that said, recognizing the answer to these questions and trusting your future self to handle whatever comes your way, last tip is enjoy your current peace of mind. Make a decision that some imaginary worry about something in the future that I can't necessarily stop or prevent, and it's in my imagination, it's not happening right now. Spending time worrying about that is not worth trading today. Would you give up today for some imaginary future fear? Most likely no. And if there's something you can do about it, preventing it, then yeah, do that. That's way more effective to remind yourself you're okay, get the clarity you need, start to focus on building a proper mindset, start to expect a good outcome for this thing you're fearing. That's productive. And that's still not fearing and spending all day today suffering in advance for something that's not even happening yet. So 4 ways to deal with fear better. Ask yourself, is it true? Is it happening now, or is it a future worry? Can I handle it if it does actually occur? Is there anything now I can do to prevent or prepare? And if you can, then let's do that instead of spending time worrying, because worrying doesn't keep us safer. Worrying seems like we're being productive, like we're doing something. But ask yourself, is this thing I'm worrying about true? Is it happening now, or is it a future worry? Can I handle it if I go on vacation and I feel bad? Yeah, I know, because I did that. I went on vacation, felt bad, and I still made it through, right? I was able to handle it. Is there anything now I can do to prepare or prevent? If so, focus there. That is time much better spent than worrying about this thing and just looping on the catastrophic thoughts. So trust your future self to handle whatever comes your way. And enjoy your current peace of mind, because you're no longer spinning about the what-if scenarios about this future that you fear will happen, but you don't want to happen. Let's not experience these future fears now as if they're really happening and sending off this whole fight or flight response now for something we're imagining may happen, but not guaranteed. So those are the ways that I think we can tackle fear a little bit better, and trust your future self. As you get into this safety work, you're building capacity to deal with challenges more and more, learning to resolve them with calm and clarity and confidence. And that trust and confidence in yourself will allow you to enjoy the present and your present peace of mind. So that's what I got for you on this, how to overcome or resolve or handle fear. And comment below. Let me know what you think. Thank you, everybody. We just hit 65,000 subscribers on YouTube. And we also, in the past day or two, crossed over the 10 million views on YouTube alone, plus Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all that. So everybody who's been paying attention, following along, leaving your supportive comment, thank you. I love you. I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep on doing this stuff daily. Been doing it for over 6.5 years, 6.7 years actually. Like something ridiculous, like 2,440 some odd days. But I love you, and I know you can get better. And that's why I do this. So we'll see you tomorrow, and talk to you then.